According to traditions, Hajj has a long history, the beginning of which goes back to Prophet Adam, peace be upon him, and even before his creation. According to some narrations, this year's Hajj ceremony will be performed regardless of the corona restrictions, with the presence of more than 2 million pilgrims from different countries. Pilgrims from outside Saudi Arabia entered this country during the past few days. This year, after 3 years, Saudi Arabia has not imposed any special restrictions on the admission of pilgrims to the house of God. Stay tuned for a report by my colleague Ali Ahmed.
Hajj is the legacy of the divine prophets and the reminder of Ibrahim Khalilullah, which represents a great gathering of Muslims and followers of the Holy Quran, who rushed to Mecca from different parts of the world in order to fulfill this divine command and also to send a social message to other people in the world. Of course, the way Muslims perform Hajj, its rituals and rites, goes back to the righteous ancestor of prophets, Ibrahim, peace be upon him. But over time, especially during pre-Islamic ignorance period, Abrahamic Hajj, like other rules, was subjected to distortions. But the Sharia of the Apostle of God, peace and blessings be upon him and his family, cleared these distortions, restoring and reviving the traditions of Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him. Hajj is a symbol of the equality of all people of any color, race and ethnicity. Hajj is the crystallization of the culture of giving and helping the needy and those who have pain and suffering. Miqat is the beginning of meeting different groups with each other, although at this stage the crossing is random and optional. Tawaf and Sa'i is another stage of this social blending. Usually, because of obligatory or recommended circumambulation, pilgrims are next to each other and shoulder to shoulder, and these joint actions provide a more suitable context for harmony and empathy. In Arafat and Mash'ar, individuals are together in a single arena at the same time and place, and the culmination of this event is empathy and companionship. In Arafat, they display this experience during the day, and in Mash'ar al-Haram, they spend the night with this idea. If in Arafat and Mash'ar, only the presence and remembrance bring the pilgrims together, in Mina, they all participate in a big campaign together. And all of those present in Hajj perform stoning of jamras, qurbani, and other acts of sacrifice, which establishes the highest level of empathy. Hajj is the meeting ground of the ideas formed in the Islamic world. It is natural that the different religions and professions present in Hajj criticize each other and raise questions about each other. This causes the growth of ideas and thoughts in the Islamic world and promotes new ideas. The social dimension of Hajj does not end only with the circumambulation of the house of God and the rituals of Hajj. Usually, before leaving for the house of God, pilgrims visit their relatives and friends and ask for peace, even with their long-time enemies. Since in Islamic teachings, creating affection and love among Muslims is of special importance, turning grudges, enmity, pessimism, and envy into kindness, love, and friendship becomes the positive outcome in the social dimension of Hajj. Unfortunately, some extremist and Salafi groups have presented a violent, bloody, and repressive face of religion by promoting Hajj is one of the events which represents the social security of humans, as God has provided the land of Mecca with social security based on His supreme wisdom. After Hajj, Muslims practice avoiding sin. This tendency prevents them from deviating and committing deviant behaviors. Thus, Hajj plays an effective role in strengthening social control in Islamic society. In this year's Hajj, Saudi Arabia has the highest quota of pilgrims with 850,000 pilgrims, followed by Indonesia with 220,000 pilgrims, then Pakistan with 179,210 pilgrims, India with 175,025 pilgrims, Bangladesh with 127,198, Nigeria with 95,000 pilgrims. The gathering of Muslims in Hajj with the features that were mentioned and many more that exceed the capacity of this article makes Muslims not feel alienated and love and trust each other. It also helps them practice peaceful coexistence as a top social life priority.